What's that you say? Overwatch has a new hero? Well, unless it's Doomfist, I don't want to hear about it. Wait, what's that? It is Doomfist? Then what the hell are we waiting for? Let's get this hero guide on the road.
Those who rise up, their names will be remembered forever.
In case you haven't been keeping track, the rocket-punching Nigerian is the latest addition to the Overwatch lineup, and he's been a long time coming. Ever since the first hint of his existence a year ago, fans have been foaming at the mouth for any kind of Doomfist info.
Oh man, they said he could level a skyscraper.
Well, he's here, he's real, and I'm going to teach you how to play him. But first, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any more Overwatch videos. Alright, let's go. I'll tell you right off the bat, Doomfist might be one of the most diverse damage dealers in the game. His assortment of abilities allows you to get pretty creative with how you approach enemy heroes and gives each encounter a unique experience. So let's start off with the basics. Doomfist's primary fire is his hand cannon. It's a mid to long range shotgun blast that deals a decent amount of damage, but you can only shoot it 4 times before it needs to recharge. This means you won't be chasing people around and shooting them much, but I mean, your name is Doomfist. Emphasis on the fist part. The hand cannon should mostly be used to get in some damage while you're waiting for your other abilities to cool down. Speaking of which, the rocket punch. This is where Doomfist proves himself worthy of the name. This is where we separate the adults from the children. Hold down the secondary fire button to wind up the haymaker, and release it when you're fully charged or when some poor soul walks in front of you. It'll deal a good amount of damage, stun them for a second, and here's the best part, slam them into a nearby wall for even more damage. Aside from crushing enemies into the sides of buildings, the rocket punch is also a great means of transportation. A fully charged punch will travel about 30 meters, which is just far enough for you to cross that gap in Hanamura. The range on rocket punch also means you'll be able to charge people from a distance, as it travels much faster than Reinhardt's charge, so use it to get in quick on your enemies. But my favorite way to use it is to charge up as you're walking around corners, feeding a surprise knuckle sandwich to anyone unfortunate enough to be in your crosshairs. Just keep in mind you can't aim the punch upwards or downwards, only parallel to the ground. So if that Pharah is annoying you, Doomfist has his rising uppercut to help you out. Use this ability and he'll do his best Ryu impression, rocketing himself into the air along with anyone else who happens to be standing in front of you. It's a great melee attack, but the altitude you gain by performing it might be the most important thing. It gives Doomfist an escape option, which is pretty crucial considering he has no other defensive abilities and he only has 250 health. But Rising Uppercut is only half the story. Once you're in the air, you can continue the combo with Seismic Slam, which causes Doomfist to smash into the ground, knocking enemies silly, and causing damage depending on how far your slam traveled. You'll be able to aim the slam, as a small cone will appear whenever you're airborne, indicating your landing spot. Also, the travel distance on Seismic Slam has a deceptively long range, so if you're in a tight spot and need to escape, doing a Rising Uppercut then a Seismic Slam at the very apex of your jump will get you right the hell out of dodge. Put these 3 abilities together and what have you got? A deadly combo that will lay waste to all but the beefiest of beefcakes. Oh, by the way, did I say that he has 250 health? I meant 280. Wait, no, 325. Actually, 400? Okay, so what you see here is his passive ability, the best defense, in action. For every hit that you land with one of Doomfist's abilities, you'll gain a temporary 30-point shield, and for every hit you land with his ultimate, you'll gain an additional 70-point shield. And his passive ability is what ties everything together. It encourages you to constantly attack the other team, use your abilities at every opportunity, and be an all-around disruption. Now it's entirely possible to play Doomfist defensively, rocket punching your way into the enemy team and then leaping out when things get hairy. But with some of the most impressive tools in the game, I've got a feeling Doomfist will be a staple in team comps for a while. Not only is he the most anticipated hero to date, he's got the damage and skill set to boot. And finally, Doomfist's ultimate, Meteor Strike. Using your ultimate will shoot Doomfist straight up into the air, and your reticle turns into a large circle on the ground indicating your landing spot. Now you'll have 5 seconds to move that target around, at which point you'll come crashing back down to earth, dealing damage and knocking back anyone that was inside the circle. The amount of damage will depend on how close they were to the center of your circle, so try to catch people while they're distracted by other heroes or in an enclosed space like a hallway or stairwell. Also, if you're really desperate, you can use it to get away. During the ultimate, Doomfist is all the way up in the air where nobody can target him, so in an emergency, you can activate the ult, shoot up into the sky, and fly far away to safety. Meteor Strike is a great ultimate to combo with other characters as well, like a Mei or Reinhardt. or even get Zarya to throw a Graviton Surge first for an easy couple of kills. I know it's still early on, but Doomfist might already be the most enjoyable and satisfying character to use for me. If you crave short-range melee-focused fighters and were waiting for a hero with the tools to make it work, Doomfist is a perfect fit. It might take you a little bit of practice in order to become fluent with his abilities, but like the fighting games that most definitely influenced Doomfist's design, your patience is rewarded with a satisfying combo and hopefully a win for you and your team.
I am securing the objective.
And that's it. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about Doomfist. Now if you guys have any questions or tips or anything else you want to say about Doomfist, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to get to them. And if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel, and maybe even check out the 24 other hero guides that we have for the characters. Alright, see you guys next time.